Hey, what's up guys? Imran here, Monster Gadgets. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you might be. Thank you so much for joining me. And this week and next week are quite big when it comes to cameras or videography abilities, I guess. One being a release by DJI and their FPV Drone, which just came out a few days ago. And then next week, March 9th, there's a camera coming out by Insta360, which is a tiny little camera that goes into spaces where normal cameras cannot. So we're going to talk about both of those today. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Alright guys, welcome back. So first, let's talk about this new camera coming out by Insta360 next week on March 9th. Basically, it's a tiny little camera that allows you to get into spaces where normal cameras or normal eyes would not be able to get into and really capture some unique views on random things. So if you have ever seen Daniel Schaefer or Peter McKinnon, they are both, actually probably more so Daniel Schaefer. He used basically this probe lens and captured some amazing shots with his setup, going into a lot of things that, again, normal eyes or normal cameras would not be able to get into, giving you an effect that you normally wouldn't get. So the lens that he's using, it's called a probe lens. That ranges anywhere from about $1,200 to $1,500 and sometimes even more depending on which brand you go with. So I don't think Insta360 is going to come out with one that's going to be that expensive. It's actually not going to be a probe lens. It's going to be a tiny little camera, which you guys can see here. This was sent to me in an email, so it really does fit into the palm of your hand. And again, this camera is not really going to be geared towards professional videographers, but more so a consumer. But as you can see, well, actually, you probably haven't seen. So let me go ahead and play their teaser trailer that they announced this camera with. So let's go ahead and watch that, and then I'll give you my commentary on it. All right, so that was their teaser trailer. As you guys can see, it captures a lot of detail, really cool, unique views on things that you would not normally see otherwise, going through a lot of different things, and really it still was very vibrant. If it's going towards a normal consumer, I would think that this would basically shoot in normal conditions, not needing like a special light and things like that, where for probe lens, you need to have a lot of light for it to capture some details. So it's really exciting to see this camera that really fits into the palm of your hand, being able to do things that a normal $1,500 camera would do. Again, maybe not to that same exact quality, but pretty darn close for what I assume will be between $200 to $500. Probably not more than that. I could be wrong, but I just don't see Insta360 coming out with a camera that's going to be consumer-based for anything more than, I would say, probably $500. But let's wait and see. This comes out on March 9th, which is next week. So super excited about that. Hopefully I can get my hands on it and do a review and do some really cool shots with it. So if you have not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And while you're down there, give me a big thumbs up. It would really help me out a lot, and really it would mean a lot to me. So go ahead and do those two things now. And then let's go ahead and talk about DJI. So they just came out with a new drone. It's called the FPV, which is a first-person viewing drone. So what this allows you to do is you have your goggles on and it basically immerses you into a flying experience. So basically think of it as if you're sitting on the drone. So if you have not seen their trailer, let me go ahead and play this now. It looks absolutely amazing. Some of the shots they captured. I think you guys will be blown away by it. So let's go ahead and watch that now.
Why do we feel the need to fly? Maybe we're drawn to the sensation of total freedom. Let me show you what I mean. I want to see faraway places and ancient worlds. I want to pass through fire and snow and get so close the ice cracks beneath me. I want to climb the highest places, then dive straight down. I'll find the uncharted paths, no matter where they're hiding. With the air at my back, I'll become the wind. I'll fly with my friends and feel the rush. make a short stop to regain my balance. And after I've witnessed every wonder, I'll head back home. Here's what I found. I discovered that it's not where you fly that gives you the rush, but the flying itself that I was missing so much.
What did I tell you? Isn't it absolutely amazing? I mean, those views, those angles they captured are absolutely breathtaking. And you wouldn't be able to really capture that in a normal drone just because, number one, when you have the normal drone, you've got your remote in your hand and you've got a screen, so you can't really tell exactly like the depth of field, the angles, and things that you're coming close to, especially in, you know, tight areas. You have to be super careful. Where this, because you're wearing goggles and because you are a first person viewing, it really gives you an idea of, at least it seems like it really gives you an idea of what tight space you're going into, what corners you're going to be cutting, and of course you'll have a lot more flying ability with this type of drone. So super excited about this. This is retailing for about $1,200–1,300, I believe, currently. They just came out with it a couple of days ago. I don't currently own one. Am I going to try to get one? Absolutely. Am I going to be able to pull it off? I don't know. DJI, if you're watching this video, if you're going to send me your products, I end up buying all of them anyways. It'd be greatly appreciated. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to see if I can get my hands on it and do some really cool things with it. But I do absolutely love the goggles. I love the little antennas that are coming out of it. I think it looks really cool. And I'm curious to see how it actually feels when you have the goggles on itself. They do have a couple of accessories you can buy with it, like the controller, where DJI claims that it gives it more of a realistic feel based on your hand gestures and things like that. So that is an accessory you can buy. That's $200. So I guess it can get pretty pricey. I mean, you're talking probably $1,300 to $1,500 for the setup with just the control and the drone. But it looks pretty awesome to be able to fly and really break out of your traditional drone experience and have that first person viewing experience as if you're like sitting on the drone, flying through these magical things. So anyways, that is the release by DJI, and that is the upcoming release from Insta360 regarding their tiny camera. So hopefully you guys found this video to be helpful. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.